Hello everybody, so it's time for that final round of 1950, the Italian Grand Prix, final time starting as a pole sitter in this season before moving on to 1951. You can see there the real grid down at 27th place and then the random placings of the final few drivers behind that. So I'm going to be juanmanuelfangio again. Let's see how this race goes. There we go, you can see the flag on the left to wait for the flag to drop and getting ready on our marks, and there we go, away we go, and the flag just doesn't drop, it just sort of disappears. And I think I've realised that these yellow flags at the start, I wonder if they're for me because I'm getting off the grid too slow, because there didn't seem to be any incidents there. But Ascari getting to get the Ferrari into the lead of the race very briefly before I repass him, and will this be another simple run at the front? Obviously we've had a couple of races where I've driven like an idiot and gone out of, but should really have won all of them so far. One of the ones I didn't win is the only race, that Monaco is the only race I haven't actually led at any point. France obviously I threw away, and here we're trying not to throw away this one. I'm a little bit wary of that barrier on the left hand side there because I know I do tend to charge it a little bit late with the brakes on the 1950s cars, but there we are, we're in the lead and we're 3.1 ahead with Ascari already, and this is a 4-lap race, so we'll settle down and hopefully it'll be a nice way to finish the season. Hopefully I'll keep my concentration. There's a few more turns in this track, so that should help. Hopefully I'll keep my concentration and bring this victory home nice and easy. Already doubled that 3-second lead to 6 seconds, and we're not at the end of the first lap yet. I think it's quite possible, this is quite a short lap compared to a lot of the circuits. I think it's quite possible it might be like Silverstone in that I end up lapping people again here. And Farina is up into second place now, so Alfa Romeo dominating nice and comfortably. Run a bit wide, but I've got away with it. Parabolica is a double corner here, and once again I've got a bit too feisty on the throttle there, so I will need to remember that for next time and just go a little bit more relaxed, maybe a little bit lighter on the gas so I haven't actually got the brake to avoid running off the track. 7.8 seconds there at the end of the first lap. That's a satisfactory lead, I would say, and we'll focus on continuing to build that as we go around lap 2. It's a Sunday afternoon cruise, just like it was in France until I made the mistake. Hopefully I won't make the mistake here. Here is the corner I'm worried about, and I've actually got that quite nicely. Right line, actually pushed a lot more and didn't feel the bump so much because it is quite bumpy around that corner and the next corner coming up. I noticed that on lap 1 and I'm feeling it, but I didn't feel it so much at a greater speed. I don't think this corner coming up I can take at such a speed, so let's see how much I feel the bumps again. Yeah, I can feel that bumping around it, and you can see it on the screen a little bit as well. So yeah, not ideal. Yeah, I don't think modern cars would like this at all, and it's very bumpy actually on that bit. So yeah, maybe the corner before wasn't as bumpy as the corner I'd just gone through, but yeah, that was quite bumpy. But now we're on the straight line and we can focus on continuing to develop this lead. It's now up to 12, now 13 seconds over Farina, and we'll continue pulling it out. It's going to be a nice and cosy drive, and I need to start further back really because I'm going to run out of things to talk about, just purely because I'm leading by 15 odd seconds, and the idea of this is to just show you the race, so I'm not really looking at what the other cars are doing, or where a few of them are going out, but that's about all I know. So this is trying to drive from the driver's viewpoint more, just relying on what I'm hearing over the radio. And again, I've gone wide there, so I think I forgot to ease off the throttle as much and maybe got on the wrong line. So I want to get that corner right by the end of the race. So got 2 more chances to do it, and I'm determined that I will do it. I'm sure I can get around there without needing to brake a second time. Just need to feather the throttle a bit coming out of the first turn of the Parabolica. And I'm losing speed. Oh no! Well, that's unexpected, and I don't think I've got no power. This is out of the race. I'm not going to make it back to the pits. This is out of the race. I've got no power, and I'm trying to find somewhere to pull off the track. But what a disappointment. Didn't expect the season to end that way. Well, that is not the way I wanted it to. I don't have that many mechanical failures on this game compared to the AI, but there is a failure, and it's very smoky. In fact, I've switched back to the front camera, and it was still extremely smoky, and I couldn't tell the difference between looking forward and looking back anymore. So Farina wins the race, Fagioli second, Taruffi third, Ascari fourth, Sanesi fifth. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Take care.